Thank you so much. The next item of our agenda is the opening statement of the chairperson. Magandang tanghali po sa ating lahat. Ngayong hapon ay tatalakayin po natin ang panukala na nagsusulong sa gawing 57 years ang mandatory retirement age ng Philippine National Police. Ito ay House Bill number 1140 na nilagdaan nila Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, Senior Deputy Speaker Dong Gonzales, Majority Leader Manuel Jose Manix Dalipe, Minority Leader Marcelino Libanan at iba pang mga mambabatas. Ang pagpapalawig ng mandatory retirement age para sa PNP ay makakatulong upang matugunan ang pangangailangan ng ating bansa para sa mga pulisya na may malawak na karanasan sa pagpapatupad ng mga batas. Ang mga veteranong opisyal na ito ay may mga higit na karanasan, kasanayan at liderato sa pagharap ng mga hamon sa ating seguridad. Maalala natin ang House Bill number 8969 na pinangungunahang inakda ni Speaker Romualdez ay naipasa ng Kongreso on third reading noong September last year at nakapending pa rin ngayon sa Senado. Nakalagay sa Section 4 ng House Bill number 8969 na ang compulsory retirement age ng uniformed personnel ay itinaas sa 57 years old. Sa ating talakayan, maaaring suriin nating mabuti kung ang panukalang ito ay may ganap na benepisyo sa ating ekonomiya. Sa pamamagitan ng pagpapaliban ng pagretiro, posibleng makagaan ang bigat sa pondo ng gobyerno ang pagbayad ng pensyon ng mga retirado. Ito rin ay maaaring magdulot ng mas mataas na moral sa hanay ng mga pulis dahil mararamdaman nilang mas pinahalagahan at bibigyan sila ng pagkakataon na magpatuloy sa serbisyo. Sa kabilang banda, ang pagpapalawig ng retirement age ay maaaring magresulta sa kawalan ng oportunidad para sa mga junior officers. Kapag nanatili ang mga nakatatanda sa mataas na posisyon ng mas matagal, maaaring mabawasan ang tsansa ng promosyon at liderato para sa kanila. Isang issue na maaari nating matugunan ay kung mapapasailalim ba ang current chief ng PNP sa panukalang batas na ito. Maaari ding ang mga trabaho sa pulisya na hindi akma para sa mga mas nakakatanda, lalo na ang mga tungkulin na nangangailangan ng liksi, lakas at mabilis na reaksyon gaya ng emergency response. Ito ay maaaring magdulot ng panganib sa kaligtasan ng publiko at ng mga mismong mga opisyal. Inibitahan ng komite ang mga representante mula sa DILG, DBM, CSC, NAPOLCOM at PNP upang makapagbigay sila ng official position ng kanilang ahensya upang sa ganon ay matugunan natin ang panukalang ito. Bago po tayo magsimula ay nais ko magpasalamat sa inyong pagdalo sa ating pagpupulong. Maraming salamat po. The Chair would like to acknowledge the presence of Congressman Karaps Paduano. So the next item of our agenda is the initial consideration of House Bill number 1140. And at this juncture, the Chair would like to recognize the Congressman from Butuan, Congressman Joboy Aquino, for the sponsorship remarks of House Bill number 1140. You are recognized, Congressman Joboy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to adopt explanatory note to
Thank you, Congressman Joboy. The next item of our agenda is any member who wishes to give comments on the bills, on the bill that were filed by the Speaker and Congressman. Meron po ba kayong mga comments? Congressman,
can I be recognized? Before we recognize this honorable committee to give their manifestation opinion or some clarification with regards to House Bill number 1140, can we ask the present Thank you,
okay, thank you so much, Chairman Paduano. So we will be asking the different resource persons who are present today to give their insights and to give their comments on the bill that was filed in this Congress and referred to this committee. So unahin po natin ang Ang nakasulat po dito, DILG. Is there anybody from the DILG who will be giving their comments? Wala po ba ang DILG? Comsec, why is the DILG not present on today's hearing? Considering that this is so important, no? Sa DILG, bakit po wala sila? Kindly explain.
Mr. Chair, if I may be allowed to read the email sent to us today at 10:16 a.m. This is in reference to your request for attendance of the department's representative and or legal team in the upcoming committee meeting scheduled today. We regret to inform the Honorable Committee that the designated representative of the department will not be able to attend the scheduled hearing due to an equally important meeting with the Office of the President. As it may, we would like to inform you that we express our full support to the bill. We thank you for your understanding of the matter, and we look forward to being able to participate in future discussions in matters involving the department's mandate. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so wala ang ating DILG. Sana naman nagpadala kayo kahit USEC man lang kasi this is a very important bill considering that the retirement age from 56 to 57 involving the PNP organization will be affected, no? Especially the rank and file. And equally important is the BJMP and the Bureau of Fire na hindi po kasama sa bill na to, which is under the wing of DILG. I hope that kung ma-aprobahan natin to, we're going to invite them in the plenary or give to us right away their position. Kasi walang position paper sila regarding this issue. Pero what they have said is full support. Okay. Okay, anyway, we'll be trying to discuss yung issue about the BJMP and the Bureau of Fire in a while. But for the meantime, we accept the letter that was sent to us by the Legal and Legislative Liaison Service of the ILG. So we will be discussing now the issue of the NAPOLCOM. So the NAPOLCOM is now recognized.
Chairman?
Yes, Congressman
Before we
Paduano.
proceed with the NAPOLCOM and of course the representative from the PNP, let me just manifest, Mr. Chairman, with regards to the official letter coming from the DILG in which no signatures affixed in this letter. But of course, because it was sent through email, let us check to them if indeed this is the official excuse letter coming from the DILG. That's number one, Mr. Chairman. Number two, Mr. Chairman, we have since this is their explanation is that they asked to be excused in today's hearing due to an equally important meeting with the Office of the President. But since the letter came from the Legal and Legislative Liaison Service of the DILG, Mr. Chairman, let me move, Mr. Chairman, that we direct the DILG to send us an explanation letter with regards to this, Mr. Chairman, because for this representation, this is not acceptable, the letter coming from the DILG. And number two, Mr. Chairman, so, Mr. Chairman, can we direct the COMSEC to send a letter for them to explain further why they should be excused in today's hearing? Kasi itong phrase lagi na due to an equally important meeting, ito lagi yung mga excuse na mga ayaw dumalo. Mr. Chairman, sabi mo nga, they should have sent kahit USEC man lang or even a representative from the legal department. Now, second, Mr. Chairman, to direct the DILG to send us the official position of the DILG for consideration with regards in relation to possible amendments, Mr. Chairman, based on their official position. Kasi ito na naman, quoting the phrase last paragraph of the said excuse letter, we express our full support to the bill. Ito lagi na naman yung posisyon ng mga agencies. So, Mr. Chairman, I move that we direct, through the COMSEC, we direct the DILG to submit an official position with regards to this bill, Mr. Chairman, for consideration, for possible amendments, Mr. Chairman, before we take up this bill in the plenary for second reading, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you so much, Congressman Paduano. And also we have noticed doon sa letter nila that wala pong name na nakalagay. So we advise them to always put the name of the head of the agency or whatever department, no? Kasi legal and legislative liaison service lang, we don't know where to address the proper person on that department. So at least alam natin kung sino responsible dito sa pagsulat ng letter na to. And at the same time, ang problem natin dito, I think they haven't really read yung bill, no? Kasi maapektuhan dito yung isang two branches of the di ba? Yung BGMP and Bureau of Fire, and they have to be worried about this. Sigurado sila yung babalikan dito. So we advise the DILG to submit to us right away their position paper regarding sa Bureau of Jail and Bureau of Fire, para at least lahat sila, di ba? Hindi yung PNP lang. Anyway, so we'll be proceeding to the next resource person, NAPOLCOM. Andito kasama po natin si BC Rico Bernabe from the NAPOLCOM. Sir, you are recognized and your position on this matter.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and the honorable members of this committee. The NAPOLCOM has conducted a comparative study on this, and we looked at the compulsory age of retirement in other countries, and results revealed that countries such as UK, Vietnam, and Australia has a mandatory retirement age of 60 years old. And that was anchored on a study that the performance of officers in operational policing decreases after reaching that age. So considering that the age is just 57, the measure we are proposing, the NAPOLCOM supports this measure, considering that the performance of the police would not be affected by this age.
So, Rico, you are proposing that we extend to up to 60 years old?
No, Mr. Chair. Yun lang po yung threshold na ginamit in other countries. No? So, 57 po would not affect the performance of the police officers.
How about the other Asian countries? Have you tried to find out ano yung mandatory age retirement nila?
Vietnam, Mr. Chair, is 60 years old.
60
Vietnam.
also?
Yeah,
oh,
Vietnam.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. So in other words, medyo nag-accelerate na tayo, unti-unti. And maximum talaga yung 60 years old na. Okay. Anyway, so we also invited the Civil Service Commission. We have invited Attorney Christian Don Molina, the Director of the Office for Legal Affairs. Sir, you are recognized.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and to the other members of the committee as well as the other resource speakers present here today. The Civil Service Commission in general supports the legislative measure as it finds nothing objectionable about it, Mr. Chair. Particularly, it is noted that the proposed legislative measure is an effort to align the policy framework of the PNP with the AFP, which recently has an amendment to RA 11709, which similarly amended the compulsory retirement age of military personnel from 56 to 57 years old. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Again, please. De, joke lang. Okay. Sige, so basically, so you agree with the increase of the retirement age?
The civil service has no objection, Mr. Chair.
No objection on this?
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
All right. So we ask also the Department of Budget and Management. We invited Mr. Reynaldo Moreno, the acting chief ng DBM. Andiyan po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Magandang hapon po sa sa tagapangulo po ng committee nito at mga kasama pong kasapi ng committee at hindi po sa ating mga opisyalis po ng pambansang pulisya at sa mga kapwa-kawani po ng pamahalaan. Mr. Chair, generally po the DBM supports any proposal that anchored on reforming the MUP. As to the proposed amendment on the compulsory age of retirement for the PNP, the DBM interposed no objection as it will reduce the fiscal burden of the national government. So kagaya po ng mga kasama po naming ahensya ng pamahalaan, kami po ay wala pong pagtutol sa panukala ng pagtataas po ng edad po ng compulsory retirement ng ating pong ng PNP at ihalin tulad po ito sa AFP. Yun lamang po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so in other words, malaki yung mababawas sa atin, no? Sa fiscal natin, responsibility, no? So, okay. Do you have a record nung amount? Kasi sa MUP natin that we have discussed in the so many hearings before that yung military uniform personnel, di ba? Kasama yung BGMP, Bureau of Fire. May certain amount yun, I just forgot about it. So, do you still remember?
Actually, sir, wala akong dala ngayon, no? Pero kasi hinaantay namin yung updated na data from our bureau in charge para po doon sa tamang bilang po ng maapektuhan sa hanay ng PNP. Isasama po namin ito sa official po na position paper na isasubmit namin sa committee na ito.
Okay, sige. Maraming salamat po. Is there any other question na gustong itanong sa DBM? Kung wala muna, PNP muna tayo. Para tapusin na muna natin lahat, tapos and then we can ask questions sa ating mga resource persons. So, PNP, so what is your take on this issue?
To the chairperson of the committee, Honorable Dan Fernandez, sir, and also to Honorable Joseph Stephen Paduano, Vice Chair Honorable Renato Argancia, other members of the Committee on Public Order and Safety. Good afternoon, sir. May I read the opening statement of the PNP relative to House Bill number 11140. On behalf of the entire Philippine National Police, I would like to express our sincerest gratitude to the Chairman of the House of Representative Committee on Public Order and Safety, Representative Dan S. Fernandez, sir, as well as other esteemed members of the House of Representatives present today, for inviting us to attend this public hearing and participate in the deliberation of these important legislative measures that seeks to increase the compulsory retirement age of the uniformed members of the PNP from 56 to 57. With me today are the Director for Personnel Records Management, Brigadier General Constancio Tinayog, which is on my left, sir. The Acting Director of Plans, Police Brigadier General Lex Ephraim Burat, nasa likod ko po. The Deputy Director for Comptrollership, Police Brigadier General Jacinto Riales on my far right. The Deputy Director for Personnel Retirement Benefits Administration Service, Police Colonel Noel Ponolera, my far right, to include their legal and technical staff. At the outset, the PNP supports the proposed amendment to Section 39 of Republic Act 6975, as this would be advantageous to the organization. This proposal enables the PNP organization to maximize the knowledge and skills of its personnel gained through years of experience and various training in the respective fields of specialization. As a backgrounder, this legislative measure was incorporated in the enrolled Senate Bill number 2449 or House Bill number 8327, also known as the PNP Organizational Reform Act. Although this bill was vetoed by the President, it is worth noting that the proposed provision was not objected to in the veto message. Further, the final language of the proposed amendment was thoroughly deliberated during the bicameral conference committee meetings by representatives from both House and Congress. One of the issues addressed therein was the clamor of some uniformed PNP personnel who had already planned for the retirement at the age of 56. The proposed to increase the retirement age for 1 year may directly or indirectly affect their prior plans of retiring at the age of 56. It may also be interpreted as violation of their vested right to retire at the age of 56. Thus, on this note, the PNP respectfully recommends that Section 1 of House Bill number 11140 be rephrased to read as follows. Section 1, Section 39 of Republic Act number 6975 as amended is further amended to read as follows. Section 39, compulsory retirement. Compulsory retirement for officer and non-officer shall be upon the attainment of age 57, provided that uniformed personnel who have less than 1 year in service upon the effectivity of this act shall have the option to retire at the age of 56 and shall be considered compulsorily retired. The proposed revision in Section 1 will give the retirable personnel who have less than 1 year before reaching the age of 56 the option to compulsorily retire at the age of 56, subject to the existing provision of Section 75, which is the retirement benefits of Republic Act number 6975. The PNP further recognizes that this proposal is stand-alone measure and will affect any pertinent provisions of other laws, specifically Republic Act number 6975 as amended and the Republic Act number 8551. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, Your Honors. Magandang hapon po.
Thank you so much. Those you mentioned mga amendments were included in the MUP. Am I correct? Di ba? Sa MUP mo
Yes, sir.
yan. And
Yes, sir.
what you have proposed to us is to include that in this
Yes, sir.
1140.
Yes, sir. We manifested
Oh,
to
yeah,
be
that's
included.
not objectable dahil we have already approved that provision that you have mentioned in the MUP.
Yes,
Correct?
sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
okay. All right. Any other resource persons who wanted to speak? This is your chance. Bago po natin bigyan ng pagkakataon ng ating mga members to ask questions. Kung wala na po, I will be asking our members to ask questions to our resource persons and to the bill itself, no? And Congressman Joboy Aquino is more than willing to answer yung mga questions about the bill. The proposed amendment.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Congressman Busita, Senador, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, meron lang po akong ilang questions sa PNP. General Ocobo, sir. Nag-conduct po ba ng survey ang PNP sa inyong personnel regarding this proposed bill?
As of now, sir, the survey is ongoing and we'll be willing to submit the results, sir, mas matapos po namin yung survey.
Yes, ongoing. Ano po ang style or yung paano po yung survey ninyo? Is it meron kayong form na pinipila pa ng personnel?
It's a Google form po, sir, na may da-download na sa kanilang mga offices through Viber and they could immediately respond through their cell phones at may record namin kaagad yung results ng answers nila.
Kung ako po ay member ng PNP at mag-fill up ako doon sa survey form, may pangalan po ba ako dito?
Most definitely, sir, ay may lalagay. It's optional, sir. It's optional
Yes.
na pwedeng lagay, pwedeng hindi po.
Yes. Pero indicated po doon, General Acobo, sir, yung unit assignment and other information.
It's again optional, sir, but what we are sure that it will be indicated will be the rank po.
Yes, Mr. Chair, naitanong ko po yan kasi meron kasing kultura ba ito, yung sinasabing wait until you become, sir, yes, sir. And kasi na-brought out ko ito, Mr. Chair, kasi nung nasa service pa ako, napag-usapan na yan eh. And majority po sa rank and file, hindi pabor dito. And yesterday, Mr. Chair, when I received the notice na meron tayong meeting this afternoon, may mga tinawagan po ako na PNP personnel active. And based on that, wala akong nakausap, Mr. Chair na pumabor. So may alam ko po, Mr. Chair, na ang interest ng ating sponsor dito ay yung moral and welfare ng ating personnel. And being retired police officer, alam ko po na dapat nating i-consider yung sentiments ng rank and file. Now, kaya ko po, Mr. Chair, na itanong yung survey which according to General Acobo, sir, ongoing pa lang, parang hindi po yata tama na magkaroon na tayo ng hearing na ganito samantalang ongoing yung survey. Another thing, Mr. Chair, is ang PNP personnel natin, nandun yung takot na pag ako ay nag-no, baka ma-identify ako, pamalasin ako. Nandun po yan So, Mr. Chair, with respect to the representative of the PNP, General Acobo, siguro po, Mr. Chair, maganda, simplihan na lang yung survey under the supervision of NAPOLCOM.